Peace and love. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being present with me. Thank you for taking this moment to take in what I have to share. I am you. You are me. We are we. And in this life, there's nothing but experience. There's nothing but lessons, teachings, ups and downs, roller coasters, just to bring us back to more of who we are, to bring us a remembering of who we are, to go beyond the level of consciousness that we came to earth with. There's no right, no wrong, no good, no bad, just different perspectives, different opinions, different facets to the same truth. And we're all just discovering more of ourselves as the days go by. I am you. You are me. We are we. There is so much love for us to access, so much truth to be found, to be heard. And we're on a journey of light, a journey of love, a journey of wisdom, a journey of honesty, a journey of passion. And so much truth will be given, so much truth will be accessed. But for us to access that truth, we must access ourselves. We must go within. We must dig deep. We must also search in the shallow parts of life. We must face our darkness, face our worries, face our fears, face our insecurities. We must also face our joy, our happiness, our love, our passion, our light. It's not about hiding away from any aspect of ourselves or discarding the things that we feel are negative, because it's those negative things that serve us, those negative things that push us to being a better person than what we was in the current moment. It's about surrendering to our darkness, surrendering to the light, surrendering to wholeness, to oneness, to unity consciousness. And it's about tapping back into that true, innate, divine essence, that loving essence that lives within all of us. It's about reconnecting with the earth, reconnecting with our guides, reconnecting with our ancestors, reconnecting with our loved ones, reconnecting with beings that once used to live on earth, reconnecting with those that live among us but are not necessarily available to our human eye. It's about feeling things on a much more deeper level, a much more spiritual level. It's about knowing that there is more to life than, again, what meets the eye. Within all of us is a deep, deep well of knowledge, information, wisdom that is unique to our very own individual experiences of Earth and other planetary systems and other star systems. And it's for us again to individually tap into these wells of knowledge, of wisdom, of light, of consciousness, and begin to share that with one another. As when we begin to share our individual experiences, our individual pieces of knowledge, we can then combine them and create a collective picture, a collective map, a collective book of knowledge. And we can begin to uncover truths, uncover things that have been forgotten. No truth is lost, just simply forgotten. No wisdom is lost, just simply forgotten. No love has been lost, just simply forgotten. Now for the next minute or so, I just ask you to take a moment to just breathe and just reflect on the things that have been said. Just to feel your own energy, feel my energy, feel the energy around you, the energy of the universe. I'd like to just take this moment to thank you again for being present with me, for joining me. And when you're ready, take some deep breaths. Bring your palms together. Open your eyes and be ready to receive. Peace and love. Ashe. So in this video, I'm going to be bringing forward a few messages from energy, from Gaia. I have two topics or two areas I wanted to talk about today. One will be on anger and the suppression of masculine and feminine energy. And the next will be a message from the moon and the moon energy. So first I'd like to discuss anger. Now, this topic came up around the current situation that we're dealing with worldwide when it comes to George Floyd. Now, the messages that I'm giving today are not necessarily based around George Floyd, just that George Floyd and his death have highlighted a lot of anger within the collective and also within the planetary energy. Now, when I began shuffling cards for anger, I began shuffling cards and the cards led me to this topic. And they led me to feminine energy. And instantly what I was feeling was that anger begins from an imbalance. And that imbalance is within the two energies that we possess, both the masculine and the feminine. And what I was feeling was that when one of these energies are out of sync, or that you're not in tune with one of these energies, then feelings of anger can arise. I'm feeling that when you're not in balance with both of these energies, and maybe you're just within one of them, maybe you're just living the majority of your life through your masculine energy, or you're living the majority of your life through your feminine energy. Regardless, this causes a lot of pressure, and it's a lot of pressure for yourself and for your masculine energy to deal with all the different circumstances of your current experience on Earth. This Earth experience is kind of a dual experience, and that dual experience, that dual aspect of masculine and feminine brings it into a one experience, brings it into a oneness. The combination of the dual brings it into one, if that makes sense. So when we don't have, when we're not in touch with both of our energies and we're just living within one, we place a lot of pressure upon that energy, because when we have both energies and both energies are balanced and we're living life with both energies, we're able to utilize both masculine and feminine energy. There are times when we need more of a feminine energy, and there are times when we need more of a dominant masculine energy. And that's not saying that the female energy isn't dominant, but it's I would say it's more soothing. It shows strength in other ways. I feel that the feminine energy is almost having a cry for help. And not, it's almost a cry for help in the sense that it's saying that masculine energy is becoming lost, if that makes sense. I could feel the feminine energy saying that, the divine feminine saying that, that patriarchy and masculinity is losing its way. It's almost that the divine feminine saying, use me, access me, allow me to be a part of the grand scheme of things. The divine feminine is saying that to the masculine energy, that we can share the load, we can share the burden. A problem shared is a problem halved. I feel that we're being called to bring our masculine and feminine energy into polarization, into unison. We're looking to heal those aspects of ourselves, and we're being asked to heal moments in our life where that caused us to maybe shut off these aspects. Maybe it was the opinions of others saying that you're too feminine, or that you're too soft, or that you're too aggressive or stubborn. We're being asked to look past that. We're being asked to stop judging ourselves and allow ourselves to be in flow with the divine aspects of ourselves that make us one with the universe. I feel that I'm being brought to the man, and there's an element of wisdom and contemplation. And what I'm being told is that a wise man understands that femininity has nothing to do with your sexuality, whilst maybe people of different what's it called? People of different sexuality. I can't think of like a word to, but people of different kinds of sexuality may exuberate certain kinds of qualities, but masculinity and femininity, those energies are not prescribed based on sexuality. Masculinity and femininity is in every aspect of nature, is in every aspect of the divine, of the universe. And a wise man knows this. So I feel like it's that there has been a really big battering of femininity within men and the expression of their femininity. It is that men have not been allowed to express the softer side to themselves, and that's because of the patriarchy that we live in. Whereas with women, there is a lot more freedom for them to express their dominant side or to be more masculine. But that's not the same for men. And the reason why I'm being called about the wise man and him knowing that femininity does not degrade him or lower his standard of being a male is because of that oppression within men and their expression of emotion and their femininity. A man is only a man if they are 100% masculine in this society, which isn't correct. It's time to have honest conversations with ourselves. Honest conversations of if it wasn't for the people that are currently in my life, would I act the way I act? Would I express my masculinity in the way that I do? Would I express my femininity in the way that I do if it wasn't for others, you know? And for those messages, I did pull a crystal healing card, and the card that came through was the Herkimer Diamond Energy Flow. Energy flow, you know, reminding us that life is about both masculinity and femininity. It's about balance. It's about going in between the two and being fluid with the two. You know, it's about utilizing the masculine aspects of yourself and utilizing the feminine aspects of yourself when needed, when necessary. It's not about hiding or casting away these things because someone made us embarrassed about them or somebody changed our understanding of who we was by their own projections, you know. So energy flow, allow yourself to move fluidly between these energies. So as I began to shuffle my next deck, the card that what came through was messages from the moon. And the first card that came out was the Chariot. And I thought it was only right that, you know, the moon is represented in this card. And instantly what came to me was that the moon is saying, the moon's message, for some reason I still want to call her a her, although I do sense a masculine energy for some reason, but I still want to call her a her. Now, with the moon, what she was saying to me, was that she was inviting us all to perform rituals with her, to have moments of healing, to have moments of releasing any negative energies or anything like that. And obviously this is what the moon was referring to was around time to full moon, to utilize her energy, to utilize her life force for the advancement of your life on planet Earth. She was telling me that she will help you. She will help us have new beginnings. She will help us come into balance. She will help us come into love and nature and peace and tranquility. She would help us with healing. She will help us with healing our childhood traumas. She will help us clear past life karmas and generational curses. But the important thing and the key thing that she was saying was that it's for us to bring in. It's for us to make the choice. It's for us to set the intentions, to perform the rituals. There's only so much that energy can do without our choice and our approval, because we all have free will. So energy isn't always going to act on our behalf, even if it is for the bettering of our lives, you know? Again, it's for us to bring in. It's for us to put out our hand to the moon and say that we're ready. It's for us to take our spirituality seriously. You know, she's reminding us that you are never alone. We are never alone. The moon is there. She has everything aligned, stacked, waiting firmly. She just waited for you to move towards it. She's waiting for you to row the boat, to steer the boat in the right direction. And she will push the current. She will ensure that you flow to the right place. The moon is reminding us that when we connect with any element of nature, whether that's the moon, earth, stars, the sea, whether you're connecting with any aspect of nature, ultimately you're connecting with yourself. And that's where true healing is. When you can recognize the you in nature, the you in the universe, that's healing. Just that recognition is healing for your soul. And again, the card that I pulled from the crystal healing deck was Soothe. Healing for your soul. You know, all in all, working with the moon, doing rituals with the moon, allowing the moon to assist you on your journey is healing, is soothing. It's peaceful, it's tranquility. And don't get me wrong, it can be hard. And when you're on a journey of healing, it's not just about making things go away. It's about actually acknowledging the things that have hurt you, acknowledging your dark times and why they were dark, and what you can learn from it and how you can move forward, and what was the good that came out of this dark time. What did I learn? How did this dark time build me up? And that's what healing is. Healing's not just roses and fairy dust. It's energetic work, and it can be draining, so it's important to protect yourself. I just had this image come to me, and it's the moon, and what it was, it's almost that just the same way that we leave our crystals out at night for the full moon to cleanse our crystals. If we stand outside, either with our eyes shut or with our eyes open, with our focus upon the center of our brow, our third eye chakra, and we set the intention for the moon to cleanse our third eye chakra, the deed will be done once the intention is set. She's saying that quite often people work with the sunlight, and when it comes to night, we forget the power of the moon's energy. She's saying not to forget her. It's almost like the moon and the sun are soul sisters. So there is a deep connection between the moon and the sun. Now, the reason why I'm feeling this is because with the soul sisters, but not only that, I was asking for confirmation from the cards. And obviously, we read cards in our own way and we interpret them to how they fit for us. But what I'm seeing is these crossing intersections, these points where they are interlinked. I'm seeing, I don't know why, but I feel that there's something to do with when we intentionally combine the sun and the moon's energy. I feel that there's something that is being referred to by these two cards. We're being asked to harness both of the energies and almost to work with both of them in unison. Almost like incorporate your nighttime moon rituals with your daily sun rituals and bring your ritual full circle throughout the 24-hour day. Bringing it full circle will give it this rebirth, if that makes sense. It's almost like you're completing the circuit to set this jump start. And it's funny how this card that always reminds me of a basketball when I say a jump start. You know, so yes, combining the sun and the moon's energy. And really, it's about doing how you can do this for yourself, what feels authentic and natural for you. You know, people are probably going to ask, well, what do you mean how? How, what? Give me the method, give me the ritual. But, you know, there's no right or wrong to spirituality and your personal journey. You have to do what's right for you and what feels authentic for you and what makes your core vibrate positively. Adjustment. So go with the flow. Go with the flow. See what fits for you. See what knowledge is right for you. See what rituals feel right for you. And slowly make little adjustments as you go along. So I think I'm going to pull one final card and leave it there for today. Queen of Wands. I'm feeling that the more elements of nature that we bring into our journey, that the easier, the quicker we can manifest and also live our authentic truth, because the more we are connecting with aspects of nature, it's the more that we're connecting with ourselves. There is this true mirror and this true reflection of what is in nature is within ourselves and what is within ourselves is within nature. We need to watch the cats. There's something that is changing within the cat, something that we're going to be able to notice. They're going to act differently. It's almost like we're going to see that they're more conscious, almost like it feels like cats are going through an ascension. Maybe they're ascending quicker than humans are on Earth. I feel that these cats are going to be almost like Egyptian times when cats were placed in like a royal position, a higher position. I feel like we're going to respect them again. We're going to bring back that respect for cats again, if that makes sense. But that's all for today, and I thank you for joining me. Peace and love. Ashe.